What's up, dearest wonderful people?
So about half a year ago, I made a video called The Mindset That Is Changing My Life, and in that video I talked about how I realized that I'm growing up and I'm not going to be a kid for forever, and I'm going to be an adult pretty soon, and I want to start maturing my lifestyle and thinking about the future and not just what's fun in the present moment. That was basically the gist of the video. So now here we are today. A month ago I turned 17, so I'm less than a year away from becoming an adult. And yeah, it is just the law, like just some rule fabricated by our current society that when you turn 18 you become an adult. I believe that adulthood is more based off of you know, your capability to survive in the world on your own and being a mature individual. So basically I'm just trying to work on that, and I feel like in the past you know, like 5-6 months, I've grown more as a person emotionally and mentally than I have in, you know, months and years before that combined. So I just want to share recently what's been going on in my life and where my focus has been and how I am. Audrey! Audrey! Oh my gosh! I couldn't recognize.
We pulled up and I go, is that Oliver?
You wanna get my video?
Yeah.
Yo guys, this is Audrey.
Hi!
My homie. This is your chance to share a message with potentially the world, so
oh my gosh.
What do you want to say?
Oh my god, I don't even know, that's so much pressure. Okay.
Just what's something from your soul that you want people to know?
You know, tell people how you feel, no matter what it is, because life's too short for that.
Audrey,
shit.
I'm in love with you.
I'm in love with you too,
Okay.
Oliver.
That's a good message.
I'm sorry I interrupted your...
No, it's all good. This added a great element to the video.
Do you like my outfit?
It's so stylish. I like how all your patterns are matching.
Alright.
So recently I put a lot of thought into what I'm gonna do with my life, because when you think about it, in your teenage years is the best time to start that. You could think when you're adult you'll figure it out because you can try different things, and yeah, that's true. But when you're adult, you have bills to pay and work to have. But when you're a teenager, you can work but don't have bills to pay for the most part. So it's a great time to start thinking about your future and planning for it financially. And if you know me personally, you know that I'm the kind of person who doesn't really like following the beaten trail or the traditional path made by society. When I see society going in one direction, I tend to turn in the complete opposite direction and start going that way, because that's just how I roll. But if I blindly go in the opposite direction, I'm basically just as bad as the rest of society, because it's all about being intentional and being mindful. But now the plan that I have for my future is that I want to work in apartment maintenance, in that trade, for about the first maybe 10 or so years out of high school. Then after that I want to pursue a particular trade, and right now I'm thinking about plumbing or carpentry, but probably plumbing because I like them both just the same, but plumbing pays more, so there's that. And I've wanted to work in maintenance and construction and a trade for years, so I know that this is something that my soul really has a yearning to do, and it's something that will bring me great fulfillment in life. And the world needs more tradesmen, needs more plumbers and electricians and HVAC technicians. Needs way more of those than it needs more YouTubers or Instagram influencers. So just think about that. Don't just listen to all these influencers saying, oh, find your passion, quit the 9-to-5, turn your passion to an online business. That's great to an extent. Think about what really fulfills you. Don't just be brainwashed, because there may be a 9-to-5 that brings you great joy. It's not all bad. And I really don't like the stigma around being a maintenance tech or a maintenance man or a plumber. When you think about the plumber in like Hollywood movies and stuff, it's always the fat dude who stinks and his butt crack is showing. Just think about how the world would function without plumbers, alright? Everyone poops. But yes, technology is evolving and the world around us is constantly changing, but we will forever poop. That is how humans work. Sorry to get gross, but I mean, it's just a fact. So if we don't have the knowledge to deal with that humanly function, then we're lost. We're done for. Our society is done for. So thank your plumbers, thank your maintenance technicians for keeping your house, keeping your properties and pipes in check. And I feel like that career path would bring me a lot of joy, a lot of fulfillment, and that's what I want to pursue. And thankfully, that does not require a college degree, just experience, hands-on experience, and the skills, which I believe I can gain without getting myself into an ass load of debt. So yeah. Point number 2, so I've taken some time off YouTube to take some time for my personal life, because I feel like if I nurture and really take care of a few really important relationships instead of giving a little bit of focus to many relationships, that will in the long run be more beneficial to my soul. And I believe that's a much more intentional way to live, to really think I would love to spend some time with this person and have a nice conversation with them. Next, I love skateboarding, but I have spent less time on that recently over this school year because I do cross country and track now, which is very fun. I started just because I wanted to do a team sport before I graduated high school, so I decided to give running a try, more for the social aspect, but then it just blossomed into so much more. I plan on making a video completely about my experience and journey with running and cross country because it has greatly benefited my soul, and not only that, it's taught me a lot about discipline, and I think that has kind of oozed into other aspects of life as well. So it's been very good for me, and it has taken up so much time. I'd be crammed with homework and running every day, but it's all been worth it because I love it. So even though the season is finite, cross country has given me and shown me an element of life that I didn't even realize that I loved, which is running. So I'm very grateful for that. Alright, next point, seemingly unimportant, surface level, but really plays a role in your life. I've recently tried to be a lot more intentional about my media consumption. So that means I've unfollowed a bunch of Instagram pages that I just don't care about. They just show up on my feed and I watch them because social media apps are designed to pull you in and just keep you scrolling. But the thing is, I don't care about certain pages and I just follow them just because it's a habit. But recently I've been more intentional about what I choose to watch, which means telling myself, now I would like to indulge myself in watching a video. And instead of just scrolling mindlessly on stuff I don't care about that doesn't really feed my soul, choosing to watch a video that fascinates me, something that I can learn, and someone whose message I resonate with, and someone who I want to learn and grow from. So a few of those people who have really benefited my soul recently, one, Nathaniel Drew, he makes videos about mental clarity and that's been very helpful for me. And number two, Lex Vance, he makes videos about the apartment maintenance trade, and because that's what I want to go into, it's very helpful to just get little bits of knowledge. So I usually watch one of his videos every morning on the bus to school. So that's how I've been more intentional about the videos and media that I consume. So I'm no genius, I'm only 17, I don't have much of life figured out, but I've recently just been trying to be intentional about how I spend my time, the things I put in my brain, and my thoughts about my future. And today was great because in class I worked really productively, and then so I finished some homework in class, and then I did my math homework on the school bus. So came home, had no homework, and then I came out here to film. So days like today are ones that I want to make more of. So hopefully that explains why I've been gone from YouTube for a little while. Now I want to tell you about what you'll probably see in the future on this channel. So when you ask a lot of YouTubers, what's your one piece of advice to grow on YouTube or to be a good, successful YouTuber? It's consistency. Make videos consistently. That's not my strong suit, and I think that I've come to the conclusion that for me, for my life, I care way more about quality than quantity. So I want to make better videos that really have a good impact, a positive impact on your day, instead of a lot of mediocre videos. So I have a video about frustration in skateboarding, and then one about my running journey, and then I went to Japan actually earlier this year in the spring, and I still have all that footage sitting on my hard drive, so I want to make a film out of that. So there's content coming for sure. Just recently I've been trying to find the balance between making videos and my personal life, thoughts on my future, school, working, but I think each and every day I'm coming closer to finding that healthy balance between all the aspects of life which I value. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Before we end it though, let's skate a little bit.
We're just coming to chill.
Oh, just coming to chill.
Can I do something on your board?
What's up, this is John.
What's up, bro?
The homie, that's a school bus. Alright, show us what you got. First try, this is the actual first try. Front side 180, it's respectable. Back to back. Oh, that counts, right? Heel flip. Oh. That was one steezy ass ollie.
Thanks, bro.
Of course, I got you, man. Hi, Camilla. Hi, Antoine. What's your message for the people, bro? What's your message for the people?
You need to get one of these.
Oh, no, wrong message. The message is do whatever the f you want because it's your life.
It is your life. All right. That's what you don't want to do. It's called sucking. So first, it's all mindset. First, I thought I was going to do a front 180. Then I was going too fast, so I switched my head to an ollie, and I messed up. It's all about being intentional. This intentionality spreads through all facets of life, even skateboarding. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I'm wearing a helmet right now. When I rolled, this is what happened. I went like this, and then hit my head on the corner of this little thing, of that block. Wear a freaking helmet, you guys. Oh my gosh. Can't be that close and not just oh my gosh. This is the current state of my skateboard. Major razor tail. Most people would just buy a new skateboard at this point. But this goes back to thinking about my future. And not needing to pay bills when I'm a teenager. New skate deck is 40 bucks. That is 5 hours and 20 minutes of work for me and my job, so which is painting and maintenance and stuff like that. So that's actually how I know that I'm interested in the maintenance field, because I do it kind of part-time, not consistently, but just whenever I have school off, whenever I can. So it's a good way of gaining my skills and making money as a teenager. This is a pretty crappy deck at this point, but I'm trying to save money and I can still skate it. It's still skatable, and if it works, it works. It's all I need. Session. It's getting dark. About to head home. Anyway, something that I forgot to mention earlier when I was talking is my hair looks so dumb. Who cares? Something I forgot to mention is that I'm actually changing my channel name, because it was Oliver the Joy Boy. Now it's just Oliver Clive, my name. And Joy Boy was a nice phase. I'll always be the Joy Boy or whatever, joyous human being at heart. But I feel like Joy Boy gives off major child vibes. So as I grow into adulthood, I want the surface level of my brand or YouTube channel, or public image on YouTube, to be a little bit more mature. But that doesn't mean that I won't stop trying to spread that message of joy and positivity and happiness through my videos. So hopefully that still comes across, but with the balance of looking to the future and growing into the best version of yourself. Because earlier this year I wanted to gear this channel more towards skateboarding, but I realized that skateboarding isn't as big a part of my life as I thought it was going to be. I want to share kind of my journey of discovering the best version of myself. So thanks for choosing to watch this video. I was talking about being intentional about the content you consume, and you chose to click on this video. So thank you for taking your time out of your day. Peace out, respect your elders, have a euphoric rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.